Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at the continuation of the collapse in Bitcoin over here. As you're aware, I did a video yesterday talking about that $89,000 in 24 hours is potentially is where we are heading, and we are still heading in that direction, $89,000. So everything is working out, it's happening, and we'll talk about the price action in this video, and we'll talk about where potentially will things turn around, which right now if there are any signs of that, let's talk about all of that. I'll take you over some articles as well, a little bit on the micro strategy as well, or strategy, and how things are looking like with that as well. We'll talk that all that stuff in this video. Now before going further, as always, none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. So as I said, yes, yesterday as well, that $89,000 target is where most likely the price action is going to go now. And so today, as volatility came back in when the market started to do its weekly course, like a high liquidity, and we are just heading in that direction right now. There is no sign of bullishness. $89,000 around is our target, 89 to $88,000. I mentioned that as if we have to turn bullish, we will have to stay up here, then start to test $100,000, and then eventually break out above $100,000 with that trend line is only what will bring any bullish momentum. Otherwise, $89,000, which most likely is in 24 hours, definitely it's a little bit taking over 24 hours, which again, I mean, we are still in that direction though, to the downside. I just put in the timeline as 24 hours just as a ballpark, right? Like there is no guarantee in the stock market. We have to trade with the price action, but price action was looking bearish and is bearish, and we are still continuing lower. So right now, I don't think anything is stopping Bitcoin from going to $89,000. If it's something can stop it, well, we'll have to close one of these daily candle at least above, without getting to $89,000 for sure. We'll have to get close at least above $93,900. We'll have to close a daily candle above that. If it can do it, either this candle or the next candle that comes after this, then some possibility of stabilization is there. But remember, I'm saying that's just a stabilization possibility. It doesn't make it bullish though, right? Because we are still in the bearish structure over here. And then again, I don't want to put it out there yet, but 89,000, if we lose that, possibly then $75,000 is the next potential zone. Now, I do think there may be some bounce at 89,000 that we can expect. At least it can go a little bit sideways or try to bounce, but remember, those will be just the bounces. Right now, the problem is that we are not even seeing any stabilization on Bitcoin. Like for example, with every drawdown, we had some stabilization and then a good little bit, at least a rebound. When it came down this leg, recent leg, we are just seeing little sideways action, but no rebound, right? So that's why trading against the structure, even for the rebound, is very tough. You have to stay with the overall structure, and because there is no guarantee how much a rebound or a pullback based on the direction would come, right? And thus, this is where is problem, because the buyers are just not there. Buyers are still not there. Yeah, MicroStrategy, excuse me. Wow, strategy is still there, buying the things, but Bitcoin is still there. A lot of sellers. We don't have even a rebound there. And so, and also on the weekly interval, I showed you one more thing yesterday, and that was we have also lost already this this ongoing trend that it was holding, right? And with that, we have also lost the 50 weeks moving average over here, right? So right now, yeah, it's like full on ongoing bearishness in Bitcoin here. Okay, now we can let's go over the articles, and then I want to take you over MicroStrategy as well a little bit. Ethereum is just following Bitcoin as well, so it doesn't really matter much there. Ethereum is also in the downtrend, so yeah, so here, first of all, strategy adds massive 835.6 million in Bitcoin. I think this was around some 8,000. I think somewhere around that ballpark, the amount of Bitcoin they added. That's quite a lot. Their average came out for this buying at $102,000. So price is still going down. Their average is like not overall average, but their recent last week of average is somewhere over here, 102,000. I was thinking maybe they'll get something cheaper because we were down on Friday as well. They should have bought them. I don't know, But anyways, we are in the downtrend. I don't think they should buy right now. They should let the price action stabilize somewhere. Okay, so the other one is that TD Cowen still sees 170% upside for strategy share despite MNAV dip. And so, yeah, they still have a target of $585 from where strategy is, and that is at 194. I'll do a separate video on strategy to talk their price action, but just wanted to take you over this as well. So, yeah. And $1 trillion crypto market drawdown masks Bitcoin's strong fundamentals, Coinbase executive. So pretty much the key takeaways are Bitcoin fundamentals remains intact despite $1 trillion drop in the crypto total market cap. Long-term holders and institutional investors continue to absorb Bitcoin's distributed supply. Analysts argue that the decline is structural, driven by leverage and rotations rather than a bearish sentiment. I don't know. Right now we are bearish. They can massage the words anyhow they like, but the thing is that not calling bearishness bearish and trying to find fancy ways around it is just crazy. Yeah, I think we are bearish here. So we are already at 92,000 and just flushing here. So nothing really, on Bitcoin that shows any bullishness. So if you are looking to buy, I would suggest let it stabilize somewhere, show some strength, build up, uptrend form. Then only it's in your better interest if you are looking to trade. And anyways, so even for the DCA, it's better to let it stabilize first and then DCA if you like. So anyways, none of this is any financial advice, guys, just sharing my opinion. Definitely do your own thing. Okay, now before just wrapping up, let's take a look at Ethereum as well. And so Ethereum price action also is negative. Everything is bearish. Nothing really changes. We are finally testing that blue zone. We have a room to test like 2756 area. That's a possibility. At this point, 2726 around. Sorry, yeah. That's the zone. Yeah, bearish, nothing changes. If we need to see some stabilization in Ethereum, we'll have to stop this next leg to the downside, and we'll have to close the next candle or this candle above 32.45. Likelihood of this happening is very less. All right, that's all I had for you guys in this video, and with that, we'll see you in the next videos, guys. Take care. Bye.